Hi, this is Phil DeBella and you're listening to Flashcast by PDB. And today we're going to tackle something that's very topical globally, and that is coronavirus. And I've had a lot of listeners send in some questions and say, you know, what's your thoughts on this? All in the spirit of obviously what the Flashcast is all about. So next 10 minutes I'm going to cover some of my thoughts and ideas and more importantly, something that will help us get through this all together. And let me start it from the beginning. My theme in any crisis, in any time, whether it's a flood, whether it's something like's going on right now that's never happened and once in a lifetime event, which is new to everybody, is for everybody to be calm and to show care. And that's the theme of my Flashcast, is calm and care. You'll see that hopefully come through over the next 10 minutes or so, where we talk about, because how we're ultimately going to beat this virus globally is to be calm and to care for each other. And this is where the spirit of community will come out. And I'll keep saying that throughout it. But, you know, we need to have faith over fear. We need to have wisdom over worry. And for those of us that believe in prayer, we need to pray over panic. And if you don't believe in prayer, well, that's up to you. And find something else that you believe in that's going to help you to stop panic. But that certainly is the theme from my perspective. It is unknown territory. It is something that we're learning day by day. And of course, we've got to trust the media to give us the information we need. And we know that that doesn't always happen. You know, there is also still commercialization happening, and the rest of it. One would hope that media, to our neighbours, to businesses, to employees, employers, to everybody in the global community shows care and has a level of calmness. So let's tackle calmness first. And a few ways to stay calm is slow down. You know, and again, these are things that I do, and because, I mean, everyone's in a different situation and everyone has different responsibilities, different resources, and that's probably two words to think about, is you really got to weigh up your resources and your responsibilities. So, of course, single parents on one income are going to have different responsibilities and resources to those that don't need to work or that have extended family that can help look after kids. Those that don't have kids don't have have different responsibilities and resources. So, you know, two things from the onset: care and calmness. And then when it comes from calmness, let's look at resources and responsibilities. So I really believe, and I always say, to get a pen and paper and make notes. And I would be making notes around what your responsibilities are and prioritizing them, and also make a list of what your resources are, because that is going to be important to do, is really list your responsibilities and your resources and prioritize them. Because now's not a time to be going wide and shallow. This is a time to be going narrow but deep, and really tackling the things that you need to tackle. And whether that's personal, professional, or family, you need to make sure that you are, you know, you're prioritizing what and really understanding what your responsibilities are and what level of resources you have around you. But, you know, 8 good ways to stay calm. And this is something that I don't always do well, but I do look at it when I need to. And that is, 1, slow down. I find that I speed up. I keep things too quick. The mind's having 60,000 conversations a day with itself. We need to slow down. Number 2 is always stay positive. You hear me talk about growth mindset, about positivity, being in the positive state of mind. Dr. Joe Dispenza is a great resource, if you haven't looked him up yet, on how to stay positive, how to learn from the past and look to the future. Number 3, I always say, don't ask what if. Always be prepared. Get comfortable with the worst possible scenario. Get a pen and paper, write down what you need, what the situation is, so that you're not in a position to go, what if? You actually are more in the know rather than speculating. Number 4, take care of your body. If you're not taking care of your body, and I always say health first, if you're not healthy, then you can't do what you need to do with everyone else. Limit stimulants. So, you know, the Coffee King's not telling you to not drink coffee, but you do need to limit the amount of caffeine, the amount of alcohol, anything else that you might be taking. Limit the stimulants so that your body can stay as calm as possible. 6, surround yourself with really good people, trusted friends, mentors, good, positive people. And this is where the community comes in. You know, this is all going to be about community. To beat this stuff, to get through crises, to stay calm, it's all about community. I keep saying that. Number 7 is disconnect from the negative. So whatever is bringing you negativity in your life right now, you don't need it. With something like coronavirus going on and the uncertainty and the effects that we will have that we yet don't know about, you need to disconnect from the negative, whether it's negative people, negative situations. You need to disconnect from the negative. And number 8 is always have a plan. Build yourself a plan, build yourself a coping strategy. What is going to enable you to cope? And that ties in with how I kicked off in the beginning. You will be able to build a plan, a strategy, a coping mechanism if you understand what your responsibilities are personally, professionally, and family, and then understand what your resources are. Because the moment you understand that situation, you can then build a plan of what you need to do. Do I need to get family and friends to help me with groceries? Do I need to get family and friends to help me with children? Do I need to start downloading information and stuff for my children to learn at school, if in case they shut down schools, to be homeschooled? What do I need to do based on the responsibilities I have and the resources I have available? And may I stress that what's going to get everybody through this is going to be calmness and community, and calmness and care, based around community. So we need to bond together and help those that we can help. And every little bit helps, whether it's helping your neighbour with some groceries, whether it's helping the elderly get their shopping, whether it's helping a family member with the children, whatever it is, every little bit is going to help. And this is certainly not a time for judgment. This is a time for people to bond together, get together, work together, and be there for each other. Some people are going to tackle it different. Some people, when they're stressed, they'll meditate more, they'll exercise more, they'll eat healthy more, they'll pick up hobbies, they'll get creative. It doesn't matter. It's up to you and what you need to do, but it'll all tie down to what your responsibilities are and what resources you have around you. And that is why no one plan is going to work in this situation, is that everybody has different responsibilities and resources in their personal, professional, and family. And the level of calmness and care that they need and can give is going to differ based on the level of responsibilities and resources they have. And if in doubt, and a good self-checking mechanism for everybody, and it's something that I talk about a lot and use a lot myself, is the following. Am I doing the best that I can at the time that it's happening with the resources that I have around me? And I'll say that again. Am I doing the best that I can at the time that it's happening with the resources around me? And please don't leave that to the interpretation of your mind, where again it has 60 to 70,000 conversations a day and could be feeding you all sorts of negative stuff. You need to get a pen and paper, and you need to list down what your responsibilities are, what your resources are, and then you need to reflect back on that model. Am I doing the best that I can at the time that it's happening with the resources that I have around me? Now, in closing, nobody's an expert in this. It takes 10,000 hours to be an expert, and coronavirus is a 1 in a 100-year event. So anyone that claims themselves an expert right now has no idea. What we do have is some people that know more than others, and we have people that are a lot more rational than others. And there are definitely people out there that don't want to capitalize on the current situation. Get your information from many resources. Stay calm. Be rational. Pen and paper. Plan. Stay safe. Remember, number 1 is your health. If in doubt, always choose health. Number 2 is to look after your family and friends around you, showing as much care as you can. And please, care for each other, be there for each other. It's times like this that bring out the best or worst in people. Surround yourself with the right people, surround yourself with people that are there for you, and be the change that you want to see in this world. It's testing times for everybody. There will be no one person that will be immune in one way, shape or form to what is currently happening. And when we come out the other side, hopefully we come out stronger, smarter, wiser and better. I hope this flashcast has helped. I thank you for listening. I wish you all good health. Until next time, you've been listening to Phil Di Bella, and this is Flashcast by PDB.